Julia Spencer is a real estate investor with over 25 years' experience who owns multiple investment properties. She's a single mother of two who moved to the U.S. in 1993 with only $20 in her pocket. She currently holds an MBA. Julia Spencer is neither a realtor nor an attorney, and the contents of this recording are only her opinions. Get her free guide to investing at juliamspencer.com. I'm your host, Dr. Steve G. Jones, multimillionaire and hypnotherapist. My website is stevegjones.com. Essential Landlord Guide, Module 9, Space Sharing and Specialty Leases.
Hi. This is Julia M. Spencer, real estate advisor, investor, and enthusiast. And in this module, I would like to talk a little bit about specialty leases and also a little bit about space sharing. Those are some very different kinds of landlording type areas that you can get into if you're interested in that kind of area. And in this module, I want to talk a little bit about what that actually entails, the space sharing and any kind of other specialty leases. So I actually have been a very successful space sharing person, and I got to go about space sharing simply because I have a huge house, and it has many, many bedrooms and bathrooms, and I'm a single mom, so I have two children. And we're usually all hang out in the biggest room of the house, which is our enclosed garage and my office, and there's couches there. And we basically don't utilize the rest of the house very much. And so we got turned on to space sharing by a friend of ours who was doing the same thing. And we kind of got interested in it. It kind of sounded like a good idea, make a little bit extra money on the side, and invite people to stay at your home and basically occupy a room or two rooms, or even in my case, because I have several houses, just kind of rent out the whole house, which goes more into the vacation rental business. And so I want to talk a little bit about how all of that works, and maybe if that is something for you. If you're considering being a landlord, this is a special area. It goes a little bit more into actually having a hotel business versus being a traditional landlord, but in a lot of other ways, it's a little bit different than a hotel business. So there's a lot of people, real estate experts out there that tell you, well, if you have space sharing, you're basically, a hotelier, and you have to do all the same things that hotel owners do, but that's not the case. Space sharing is a little bit between the two. It's a little bit between being a landlord and being a person that owns a hotel. So you're kind of in the middle of the two, and there's elements of both that go into that. Now, I have been using Airbnb quite extensively. I actually have a list in front of me with many, many other websites where you can do something similar to space sharing. And I want to talk in this module a little bit about some of the websites that are out there, and there's probably many, many more. And basically the way it works is there is a website, and you will advertise your space. It could be a room, or maybe a set of two rooms, or maybe a whole apartment, or even your whole entire house, or whatever you have to offer in terms of real estate or space that you want to share with people or rent out on a short-term basis. And let's just pretend that we're here in the United States, and that's kind of what I'm basing my information on. But here in the United States, basically, if you rent out a space, be it a room or a house to tenants, and it's below 28 days, and in some states the numbers are a little bit different, but here in the state of Georgia, it's I think below or right about 28 or 29 days, it's considered to be a short-term rental. And there's special rules and regulations and zoning requirements for these kinds of rentals. So you have to definitely very much educate yourself as the owner of that property, if you are even allowed to do that, in terms of where your real estate is located, whether that's okay with the neighborhood laws, with the covenants for your neighborhood, but also zoning restrictions. And restrictions basically tell you what you cannot use a real estate piece of property for. And Airbnb has gotten a lot of heat lately from authorities, basically people listing their extra rooms, their guest rooms downstairs, or just any kind of space that they have. Maybe it could be even a shed in the backyard with an air conditioner in it. Believe it or not, people have rented out igloos and tree houses and things like that they have available to tenants or short-term vacationers on a short-term basis, and have gotten and made a lot of money with it. And a lot of people have been watching, this. And I've made lots and lots of money with Airbnb just because I have a lot of properties. And so I basically want to talk a little bit about some of the other websites that have actually been around a little bit before Airbnb and have also are very popular. And there's many in the United States. There's some in Europe, United Kingdom, Germany. There's some in France. There's some in Brazil, Australia, Spain, Singapore, Australia. So there's a lot of websites. And when you purchase my entire module and this entire product, this landlording product, I will include for you the list of some of these websites. There's, for example, I'm just going to mention a few of them. There's one called Vacation.
For your free guide to real estate investing, visit juliamspencer.com.